vamos a la discusión importante, Richard, voy contigo, porque en esta entrevista también le preguntaron sobre eso, el debate de siempre. ¿Eres mejor que Messi o Messi es mejor que tú? Bueno, él respondió lo siguiente: ¿Messi es mejor que yo? No estoy de acuerdo con esa opinión. No quiero ser humilde.
But what the hell is going on with ESPN, guys? We already know they don't watch Cristiano Ronaldo's matches, but to make this up, for God's sake. We've all seen the interview, and I'm putting it here in case someone else doesn't want to watch it and wants to listen to this nonsense, because they're making this up again. We've already confirmed they don't watch the matches, but not even a simple interview.
How many cars have you got now?
I don't know, Piers.
You don't know how many
I
cars?
don't count the cars. Serious, I don't count.
I love how you make that sound so normal that you.
But it's normal.
You don't know
I
how
don't
many
want to
cars
be
you have.
humble. It's a fact.
This is just disgusting, guys. I mean, don't you think it's absolutely disgusting that ESPN, not before the interview, because, okay, when they showed the clips, they made it seem like he was talking about Messi. But now that the interview's out, they come out with this nonsense that Cristiano Ronaldo said, "I'm better than Messi, I don't want to be humble." And I already made a video assuming that Cristiano Ronaldo actually said that. I'll leave it for you down below. But I find it absolutely disgusting that these guys would stoop so low. This is yet another demonstration of what I've been telling you. We're not going to beat them at this, gang. In the game of belittling, making up news, distorting reality, they thrash you, but they also beat you in stupidity, because they don't feel the slightest bit of remorse for making something up just to get views. Nor do they want to talk about Cristiano, because look at what they say afterwards.
El hecho de que tenga 40 años, que siga haciendo lo que está haciendo Cristiano, lo hace también un extraterrestre. Ahora bien, la manera como respondió me parece perfecta, porque fíjate, y si la gente se fija lo que respondió Cristiano, now then, the way he responded seems perfect to me. Él no dijo que él era mejor que Messi, pero él no dijo que Messi era mejor que él. O sea, él no dijo en ningún momento yo soy mejor que Messi, pero dice que Messi es mejor que yo. No estoy de acuerdo. Y creo que es la única manera de que te mantengas en ese punto. Es la única manera de que te la sigas creyendo.
But he says that Messi is better than me. I don't agree. And I think that's the only way you can stay at that level. It's the only way you can keep believing it yourself.
Once again, the Madagascar hippo makes me wonder what on earth he's smoking and where he gets it from. And not so he can share it with me, but so they can go and confiscate those substances, because honestly, I don't know how this is going to end if he keeps up with his kind of madness. I mean, from an ESPN invention, they once again come up with the idea that Cristiano has a perfect plan to stay in the debate with Messi. Did you notice all the things they made up about Cristiano Ronaldo did very well to make these statements because he did or didn't see that Messi is better than him or that he's better than Messi? Simply what Cristiano was looking for. Cristiano didn't say that, madam. Madam, before you start making up theories in your head, please talk about something Cristiano Ronaldo actually said. If you don't want to make a fool of yourself, I think we need to return her to the pond so she can go with Moto Moto. Maybe Moto Moto will make her happy.
Hablando de nuevo del hijo, decía que Messi, que admiraba a Messi, que evidentemente a su papá, y es una manera de profesarle admiración, pero yo creo que ya con 40 años y con lo que ha logrado, él está mucho más allá del bien y el mal.
Again, said that he admired Messi more than obviously his own father, and that's a way of showing admiration. But I think that now, at 40 years old and with all he has achieved, he is far beyond good and evil.
It's incredible how pathetic the people at ESPN can be. Just that every time Cristiano Ronaldo says something, they bring up Messi and try to push the idea that Messi is the greatest of all time. They don't know how to do anything else. It seems like they're paid to keep saying this, because they make things up. First of all, that Cristiano Ronaldo responded to something when he wasn't even talking about Messi, as we've already seen. He was talking about cars. Aren't you interested in watching Cristiano? Aren't you the least bit interested? And if you can talk about a comparison where there's a clear favourite, and I honestly don't even think they watch Messi, if they don't watch Cristiano, if they're not even capable of watching an interview they could put on at double speed, I'm sure they even talk about Messi without watching him. That's what they are. They sell their opinions for money. Today they have to say things about Messi, so they say them and just go along with the narrative everyone uses. Why? Because they don't even know how to say anything else since they don't watch anything. Now I understand why Moto Moto doesn't want her back. But anyway, I like telling you that this is already over, but whatever they're going to say now needs to be answered too, because they talk about the World Cup. And there's something I have to say about this that I haven't seen anyone mention.
Cristiano needs to win the next World Cup with Portugal to add that title he's missing in the comparison with Leo Messi, who is a world champion with the Albiceleste.
Okay, here they're saying that Cristiano Ronaldo needs the World Cup to be compared to Messi. Again, I'll repeat what I've told you in several videos since we started the channel. The debate is always steered towards Messi. It's always about highlighting what Messi does and saying that Cristiano Ronaldo has to do what Messi does, but no one ever talks about Cristiano's style of play to see if Messi could do the same. No one ever talks about Cristiano Ronaldo's strengths as something Messi should aspire to reach. It's always about Cristiano doing what Messi does. They always want to steer the debate that way, and you think, hang on, why does Cristiano Ronaldo have to win a World Cup just to be compared to Messi? Come on! So, by that logic, Messi can't be compared to Pelé. He'd have to win 2 more World Cups. Why doesn't anyone say that in that case? It's, as I said, the comparison is always made in Messi's favour. That's where the mistake begins. Because, let's see, then why don't we talk about, look, Cristiano won Serie A, the Premier League, La Liga, the Champions League. When has Messi ever won Serie A? When has Messi ever won the Premier League? And that's exactly what happens with Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, they want to make it look as if Cristiano Ronaldo would trade his Serie A, his Premier League, his league titles, his Champions Leagues for a World Cup. The very same people who, before Messi won it, used to say he didn't need the World Cup to be the greatest in history. They simply use the World Cup as an arbitrary argument to claim that Messi is now above him. And that's a gigantic nonsense. And that's what Cristiano is referring to. I mean, he's not going to trade everything he's won in his career for a World Cup. This argument that Cristiano can't compete with Messi because he doesn't have a World Cup is one of the silliest things anyone could say. And that's what Cristiano's referring to. 6 or 7 matches aren't going to define his entire career. It's not that he's saying he doesn't want the World Cup, but obviously he knows he's from Portugal. It would be like saying to Haaland or Lewandowski, hey, your career means nothing because you didn't win a World Cup. There's Johan Cruyff for you. Before Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo came along, Johan Cruyff was in the debate for the top 3 players in history, and he didn't have a World Cup. And unlike Cristiano Ronaldo, he played for the Clockwork Orange. He had a fantastic team that could at least have had a shot at winning a World Cup when he was in his prime. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other hand, only has a decent national team now that he's 40.
Claro, si lo logra, los admiradores de Cristiano van a tener más argumentos para ponerlo por arriba de Messi, porque Messi siempre tuvo un equipo a su favor.
Eso es injusto.
Eso es injusto, rapidito, Marisa. Es injusto. Porque, a ver, Cristiano Ronaldo en Portugal no tiene el perfil de compañero que tiene Messi en Argentina. Ya por ahí es injusto. Es injusto porque Portugal nunca ha sido una selección protagonista y favorita para ganar un mundial. Es injusto cargarle esa mochila de peso a Cristiano Ronaldo con Portugal cuando Messi sí ha estado en una selección histórica.
Oh, if he manages it, that would be the cherry on top.
It's just that if he does it, then the narrative will change. That's why I say it. I mean, it'll be harder to say that.
Of course, if he does it, Cristiano's fans will have more arguments to put him above Messi because Messi always had the team.
That's unfair. That's unfair. Quickly, Marisa. It's unfair because, look, Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal doesn't have the kind of teammates that Messi has in Argentina. That's already unfair in itself. It's unfair because Portugal has never been a leading team or a favourite to win a World Cup. It's unfair to put that burden on Cristiano Ronaldo with Portugal when Messi has been part of a historic national team.
That's exactly the main issue.
I'll say it again, Cristiano Ronaldo is the only footballer to have won, as the best player on his team, the 3 main leagues in all of Europe. No other player has achieved this milestone. On the other hand, when it comes to World Cups, there are players who have managed to win them. Arbeloa has a World Cup, Sami Khedira has a World Cup. That's what you call manipulating the debate. They're arbitrarily putting a World Cup above the wider context. I'll say it again, Cristiano doesn't need a World Cup to be the greatest in history. He's the greatest in history because of everything he's already achieved. The only player who can score 100 goals in 3 years with the Juventus side he was in. No one else, not Pelé, not Maradona, not Messi, not Cruyff, not Di Stefano, could have achieved that at 34 and beyond. Cristiano at Juventus is massively underrated, truly underrated. And now they want to sell us the idea that everything Cristiano Ronaldo's done doesn't count because he's missing a World Cup. Anyway, once the full interview is out, we'll talk about this topic in more depth. But I just wanted to leave you with this. It's
Yo creo
absolutely
que sí,
mad
y
how
estoy de
they take
acuerdo, es muy
advantage
injusto
of a
decir que
World Cup
porque uno ha
handed to
ganado el
Messi
campeonato
to
del
put
mundo a
him
nivel
above
grupal y
Cristiano
el otro no lo ha
Ronaldo.
hecho, es
And then they came
mejor.
out with
Yo
that,
creo
oh no, if
que
he
no se le
wins it,
puede
then the
achacar
debate
eso,
really
pero por
changes.
supuesto que si
The
le preguntas
debate
a
doesn't
Cristiano,
change.
claro que quisiera
Cristiano
ser
is already the
campeón
best
del
in
mundo, es lo
history.
único que le
If he
falta
wins the World Cup,
en
it's
este
surely the
sueño.
most important
Y
title for
metiéndome un
Cristiano
poquito
Ronaldo,
en
given the
la
context, no doubt
comparativa,
about it.
si hubiera
No
que
one is going
comparar
to
a alguien
deny that, but
históricamente,
you won't
para
see
mí
me
Cristiano
saying,
Ronaldo
now he's the
podría
greatest of all
compararse con
time,
Pelé. ¿Por
Cristiano,
qué?
just
Porque
because he
son
won the
dos
World
tipos que en
Cup.
toda la
He
extensión de
already
la
is.
palabra
He doesn't
pusieron el
need to win the
ejemplo
World
dentro y fuera
Cup.
de la cancha
Now,
con
does
esfuerzo,
Cristiano
con
want it?
talento,
Of course he
con,
wants to win it.
con
I want
siempre
him to win it
estando
too, but for people
que
to
todo
try
el
and
tiempo
tell
los
me that
estaban
he'd
viendo.
trade everything
Y
he's
mira
achieved for a
que
World
Pelé
Cup is
no estuvo
madness.
en la época de
That's a
las
big
redes
issue.
sociales
He
ni de
doesn't have
toda
a
esta
team like
discusión que se ha dado.
Argentina, and
Yo
that
creo
needs to
que
be
por
said
ahí
line by line.
podría ser incluso una
Portugal has some
comparación
very
mayor,
good players,
incluso
but
que
line
Messi
by
ya la
line,
gente sé que es de
Argentina
tema
has
de
a
gusto y
magnificent
no, pero a
generation.
veces
The one
el
that won this
forjar
World
tanto tu
Cup.
cuerpo, el tener
I think
tanta
so.
disciplina no
I
lo puede
agree.
hacer cualquiera
It's
y no
very
lo puede
unfair
hacer
to
cualquier
say that
jugador
just because
aún en
one
la
has
actualidad
won
a
the
nivel
World Cup
Cristiano
as a
Ronaldo.
team
Yo
and the
creo
other
que
hasn't, that makes them
de ese
better.
tipo de
I
obsesivos
think
de
you
Tom
can't blame
Brady,
him for
de
that,
Michael
but
Jordan, de
of
ese
course,
tipo de
if you ask
obsesión con el
Cristiano, of
mejoramiento,
course
creo
he'd
que no
want to be a
está.
world
Sería injusto
champion.
comparar
It's
que
the
tuviera
only
el
thing
título, pero
missing
por
from his
supuesto que
dream.
eso
And getting a bit
no
into
habría ya nadie más que pudiera
comparisons, if you
objetarle,
had to compare
eso, Caro,
someone
pero sería
historically,
injusto, me
for
parece.
me,
Claro, te quiero decir
Cristiano
algo.
Ronaldo could be
Porque falta
compared to
todavía algunos días
Pelé.
para el Mundial,
Why?
pero ojo
Because
que no
they're
es
two
imposible que
people who,
Portugal
in
quede
every
campeón.
sense of the
Este
word,
equipo
set
bien
an
trabajado
example,
es
both
un
on and
equipazo.
off the
Mira,
pitch, with
estaba buscando la
effort, with
alineación
talent,
de la
with
final contra España que
always
ganan
being
en
in the
los penaltis.
spotlight,
Diogo
always being
Costa,
watched.
porterazo.
And
Joao
bear in
Neves,
mind that
lateral
Pelé wasn't
indiscutible del Paris
around in the
Saint-Germain.
era of
Nuno
social
Méndez por
media,
izquierda,
of all
también del
this
Paris Saint-Germain.
exposure we
Rubén
have
Díaz,
now.
jugador del
I
Manchester
think
City.
that, in a way,
Gonzalo,
it could even be a better comparison. Even more
Ignacio,
than
bueno,
with
no tan
Messi.
conocido, pero
I know
igual.
people say it's a
Bernardo
matter of
Silva, que
taste
ya lo
and all
conocemos.
that, but
Vitinha,
sometimes
que muchos
forging your
pensaban que era
body
para
like
Balón
that,
de Oro.
having
Pedro
that
Neto,
much
jugador del
discipline,
Chelsea.
not just
Francisco
anyone can
Conceição,
do
que sabemos de
it.
su
Not just
agilidad.
any player.
Bruno
Even
Fernández,
nowadays,
también de la
not
Premier
even at
League. Y
Cristiano
adelante Cristiano
Ronaldo's
Ronaldo.
level, you know.
Digo,
I
tampoco
think
es
he's one
para
of those
ponerse tras
obsessive,
Y el
bambalinas.
entrenador,
like Tom Brady,
Y el
like
entrenador
Michael
Roberto
Jordan, that
Martínez.
kind of obsession with self-improvement, I think that's where he belongs. It would be unfair to compare him just because he has the title, but of course, there wouldn't be anyone left who could argue with him about that, Caro. But I still think it would be unfair.
Cara, I want to tell you something because there are still a few days left before the World Cup. But watch out, it's not impossible for Portugal to become champions. This team, when well managed, is a fantastic side. Look, I was looking up the lineup from the final against Spain, the one they won on penalties. Diego Costa, a top-class goalkeeper. Joao Neves, the undisputed right-back for Paris Saint-Germain. Nuno Mendes on the left, also from Paris Saint-Germain. Ruben Dias, Manchester City player. Gonzalo, Inicio, well, not so well known, but still. Bernardo Silva, who we already know. Vitinha, who many thought was Ballon d'Or material. Pedro Neto, Chelsea player. Francisco Conceição, whose agility we're well aware of. Bruno Fernandes, also from the Premier League. And up front, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, it's not like you need to hide backstage either. And the coach? What about the coach? And the coach is Roberto Martinez.
Right, they say Roberta Martinez, and we realise the bad joke this woman is making. I'll say it again, that's all. Portugal can compete as long as they have. Cristiano, yes. Does Cristiano want to win a World Cup? Obviously he wants to win it, but I think someone like me, being from Mexico, understands what Cristiano might be saying. I mean, a Mexican doesn't feel the need to win a World Cup. For a Mexican, winning the World Cup is like a miracle. It's like, wow, something unimaginable. I think maybe this would make much more sense if Cristiano were Brazilian. If he were Brazilian, I would understand his obsession. But anyway, friends, let's look forward to the second part tomorrow of Piers Morgan interviewing Cristiano Ronaldo. And well, to hell with the ESPN. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to share and subscribe, because I'll see you in the next video. See